Good evening, THL. Welcome back to yet another great episode of The Saloon. I, of course, am Big Ted, and I'm joined tonight, as always, by Sage. How's it going, man?
I'm great, Ted. I hope you're doing all right. And THL, I hope you're doing all right as well. I'm having a good night. I had a pretty crazy weekend, but I'm alive, and we're here for another week of Saloon.
And also, of course, RonMexico. How's it going, man?
It's going pretty good, man. Happy to be here for another exciting week of Saloon. A little bit sad, though, because despite all the hype, Tweeg actually is not going to be joining us. He had to go play Go Fish with his grandmother.
I am here.
Oh, thank God.
I am here.
He just got here. He just pulled up in the driveway.
How'd the Go Fish go, Tweeg?
I knocked my grandmother out and told her I had to come, and I just made it.
Diamond, calm down. He is here. All right. But yeah, anyways, let's get into it. So, yeah, we're going to start off with a new segment that I just thought of this week to start doing, in that we're going to give a little shout out to the player of the week. So, Sage, take it away.
Yeah, so we've got this new segment, Player of the Week, and we're going to go ahead and go over this past week's and give a little shout out to the previous weeks. This past week, the Player of the Week and hero was Sanguine of the Colts. And go ahead and read up what they had said about her. It says, Sanguine came up with a huge 3-1 win over Disco for the Colt to secure their win over Team No Pros here in the final match of the week. Not only did this win get the Colt back on track after starting the season 0-2, but it got them the upset win against a team that was second in the standings going into the week. With this win improving her season to 2-1, it's easy to see why she was the player of the week. This little blurb was written by the Big Ted. Hey, wow,
Hey.
That was written by you, Ted?
Yeah.
I'm just reading your words. All right, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, Sanguine just wanted us to mention that, there's nothing really special to say about her. Good games to Disco. All of them are really close, and it was an enjoyable series. And she wishes him the best of luck to him and his team for the rest of the season. And we're going to give a quick shout out, because this is a new segment, and we kind of missed the first 2 weeks, to the other two players, Pond of ATL and Baystink of Spies That Fly. So good job, guys. You're killing it. Keep it up.
Yeah, and also just quick shout out to Dusharma, who gets all the forums ready, all the nominations, tallies them all, does all that. Just big shout out to him for running this.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Anyways, I believe it's now time for a little meta.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Got a lot of changes since the
Yeah.
nerfs.
Oh yeah. So here you can see it. Start off with the lineups. For kind of surprising for once, the most popular lineup actually went positive.
It did. This is like the first week that it's happened. And
Yeah.
that is actually incredible. I think it shows that the balance changes have really started to take hold.
Yeah, definitely.
Go figure. It takes Demon Hunter getting nerfed 3 times for Demon Hunter to have a positive win rate. Talk about counterintuitive.
4th time's the
Nobody's
charm.
scared of it anymore.
That's right, Tweeg. 4 times the charm. We just need 1 more, and Demon Hunter's going to shoot up to 100% win rate.
I mean, it's interesting. I feel like that's, could be for a few reasons. One could be, just people aren't targeting it as hard anymore because it's not as scary. It could also be because you can see not as many people are bringing it. It's down to only 49 out of 60, which, don't get me wrong, that's still a lot of people. But we're down to a lot less people bringing it than were before. So, there might be some people who were forcing it into their lineups because it was strong, but they weren't really comfortable with it.
What I
true.
think is really wild, is that Mage is in the second best lineup here. The lineup with Mage, Hunter, Mage, Rogue, Warrior, no Demon Hunter, went 83.33% win rate this past week. And Mage is something that I brought, and it did not do well for me. And I think that might be that they're banning Warrior, which is like just if you put the bomb package in, it's really good against Highlander decks. And that's pretty much the only Mage deck right now. I think maybe they were banning Warrior and just getting good matchups into everything else. I'm not sure what exactly was going on there, but they did really well.
Yeah.
And that's the second best lineup.
Well, you can also see Mage in the top lineup as well.
It is? Oh,
Yeah.
it is. Oh, my God. Well, I guess Mage might just be one of the 4 best decks right now.
Well,
That's crazy.
I mean, you say that, but you see down below, it only had a 44.44% game win rate. So even though it was even though it was in the top 2 lineups, it was not performing. I mean, it was performing well enough, but actually, yeah, it wasn't. It was decent, but not great.
That really confuses me.
Also in the bottom lineup too. Mage is a little bit all over the place, but it's an interesting bring for sure. And with the nerfs, it just made a lot of sense that a lot of people decided to bring Mage.
Yeah, definitely.
What's really interesting is that Hunter has replaced Warrior as enemy number 1 when it comes to bans. Warrior was on the rise heavily after the first couple Demon Hunter nerfs, but once Warrior got a nerf as well, it kind of dropped out of being the top banned class, and now Hunter has more bans than any other class last week.
Yeah, and clearly, once again, if you're not banning Hunter, then you are bringing stuff that beats it. Its win rate is below 50%, which really reflects that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think it might be time to move on to the last week review, unless there's anything more, compelling about this meta snapshot. But we'll probably see more of this, as the weeks go on. We're only 1 week into the nerf, so a lot can change.
Yeah, that's true.
What were you saying, Tweeg?
Yeah, Hunter's Jekyll and Hyde. I find it's just you either draw your good cards or you don't and you lose. But if you get something solid like Dragon Hunter, you might be a better representative of the class.
Definitely, I agree with you there. All right, let's move on to the
review.
Yeah. So first off, we have what could be considered match of the season: Spies That Flies versus Dad Legend. Sage, would you like to run us through this one?
Sure, absolutely. So in Spies That Flies versus Dad Legend, we see that Icicles took it 3-2 over Aviously. Lotus Knight took it 3-1 over Starlax, and Based Ink took it 3-0 over Yellow Dart. Based is on a tear. And then we got Hockey taking it 3-2 over Lemur. And Chubbs going undefeated as well, also on a tear, taking it 3-1 over Turd Herder.
I mean, what can you say, except I guess that confirms that Lemur is washed up?
Yeah, it really must. I don't know. Like, Hockey is really good, but yeah, Spies really brought it home this week. That was incredible. Dad Legend honestly just isn't the best in the series anymore, and that is really cemented this week. They have a lot of ground to make up as far as proving that they are number 1 again. So I'm sure they'll probably make playoffs. I don't see how they wouldn't, but they're in for a tough time when it comes to playoffs this season, I think.
Yeah, from 46 points for the first 2 weeks to 2 losses and sitting at 63. I think mainly this just shows how insanely strong Spies That Flies is right now.
What were you saying, Tweeg?
Maybe they're.
I think the audio might be cutting in and out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of cutting in and out for me a little bit as well.
No, I'm still around.
All right, there we go. That's better.
All right, what were you saying?
I said that maybe they're passing the torch to the Spies That Flies.
Maybe.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
This definitely was the week that we had highlighted this as one of the matches we were most hyped to see, and it definitely was close.
Definitely.
But, it came down to Spies That Flies, 77 points, undefeated, number 1 team.
Yeah. And you can also see that, even though Dad Legend is technically sitting out of a playoff spot right now, they are tied for the highest AOS along with Occult. So I still don't see them missing playoffs. I think they'll make it up.
Look at that humble brag.
All right. Anyways, moving on to our next match, we have the other undefeated team, ATL versus Atua Black. Ron, go ahead.
So this match, very interesting here. Got to shout out Blue Spartan for getting a win over Itachi. Itachi actually was on a completely undefeated, like full sweeps through 3 weeks. We somehow missed that through the first 3 weeks, or correction, we didn't want to jinx it by pointing it out.
Yeah,
like a
definitely.
But Blue Spartan, what an incredible win there to take a 3-2 off Itachi, and that wound up very likely being the difference in this series. Binoculars with a big win over Rabobson 3-2. Ox took down Pond in the 3 seed. Shadow Ranger remaining undefeated with another sweep against a previously undefeated player in the Chronic. And Kazargar sending Shunsui to the Shadow round to pick up his first win of the season. This is a really tight match, and I think we have 2 very clear frontrunners now in Spies of Flies and ATL for who's at the very top of Hero. These are the targets going forward.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Rabobson not having the best season. He's a very excellent player, and I'm a little bit surprised to see it, but I'm sure he'll bounce back and pick up some W's somewhere. As well, I think ATL and Spies are definitely the top 2 teams right now. It is really tough to say. Dad Legend is definitely not someone you ever want to count out, especially since their roster is almost entirely unchanged after last season. And I know them personally are great players, but ATL and Spies are definitely where it's at right now.
Yeah, as well as something else relevant to mention is that Rabobson is going to be dropping into the 3 now. Which
that's right. Yeah, Ox moves up to the 2 and Rabobson drops to the 3.
If Rebob can't start picking up wins in the 3, then something's definitely wrong. I don't know. Very shocked.
Not with this field of 3 seeds.
That's fair. Yeah, that is true.
A bunch of monsters in the 3 seeds across the board.
I'd say there's monsters in every seed right now at Hero.
yeah, it's definitely a stacked field.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, next up we have No Pros Here versus the Booze Cruise. Tweeg, would you like to run us through this one?
Yeah, sure. So right here seems like pretty much a blowout here. No Pros Here with an 18-9 win. Zancat with a 3-2 win, which seems to be a really close matchup. Dr. Bomb losing to Skill, winning 3-2 over Mad. Disco with his Disco Fever, rocking up against Scritch. And Electabuzz, the Pokemon man, for Shutout Chewbacca. To me, fairly even matches, but are really stepping it up against Booze Cruise, still trying to find their first win.
Yeah, it's been kind of rough for the Booze Cruise. Not a great start.
It really has been pretty rough for them.
They need to lay off the sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely believe in Zancat. I rooted for him last week. I was the only person that picked Zancat to win last week, actually. And I believe in him. He gets me. And the rest, everybody down the board, though, for Bruce Cruz is just struggling. Zancat. Matty Ebbs, though, was doing really well. They were both going in undefeated, so somebody had to come out with an L, and it just happened to be Matty Ebbs. So, good job, NPH. I think you didn't need to do it so hard to Bruce Cruz, but you did it. So, good. Congratulations.
Man, also, we have, Disco saying in chat, Electabuzz is 12-1 in Hero right now. In game score.
Wow.
That's pretty impressive.
That is really good.
Yeah.
We've got a new top 5 seeds, so
yeah.
All the other 5s need to paint their target on Electabuzz. Try to take at least 1 or at least 2 games off of him or something.
Give it time. I might drop down into the 5, and then we'll see what happens.
That's why he's the highest. That's why he's the highest of all Pokemon, man.
Nice.
All right. Next up, we have Tampam Surf Slam versus the Cult. A very, very, very close matchup. In the 1 seed, we have A2 Battleship continuing his undefeated season, taking down Heat Shock 3-2. 2 seed, Last Champ taking down Martin Bradeur 3-1. 3 seed, J.R. Juggerlaw beating Sanguine 3-1. 4 seed, we have some scrub named the Big Ted beating Osmonaut 3-1. And 5 seed, Mike V taking down Claus 3-1. So Colt putting up 12 points in the loss is not a bad week.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on, Sage.
Yeah, man. Again, I was the only person that rooted for A2. Why didn't I get the Heat Shock beat Ron, but A2 also did, and he is just really killing it right now. And Ted,
Yeah, I'm very impressed by A2. That's a big win right there,
man.
Thank you,
I
Sage.
was so close to getting my first W last week, and it just didn't happen for me. I know it's going to happen for all of us at some point. Ron, you're next, buddy.
Ron has a win.
Well, I already have a win. I just keep
Yeah.
losing. Are you saying I'm going to win again finally? I hope so.
Yeah, you're going to win again. You're going to stop getting swept at the very least.
It's just like the first time
Yeah,
all
that'd
over
be,
again.
that'd be good to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, but
This is a great match, though. Tan Pams is also on a tear. They're obviously making a case for one of the top teams as well.
yeah, definitely. All right, but yeah. Moving on, next we have License to Illidan versus the Anoyo team. Stage, go ahead.
All right, yeah, we got License to Ill versus Anoyo, and the Sharmu took it 3-0 over Donde. Wow, why did I root for you, Donde? Why you gotta let me down like this? Come on, man. And then we got Trippy Toad taking it 3-2 over R-Hat. Wow, we all picked R-Hat. Everybody did. It was like unanimous. We all thought R-Hat was going to take it, and Trippy Toad really brought it home. I guess we shouldn't put it past him. Dano taking it 3-2 over Anfall. This was really a toss-up. Yeah, it definitely was. It was a tough pick. Matadorms taking it 3-1 over Mako. Now this one kind of surprised me. I think we all picked Mako as well. Yes, we did. And yeah, Matt, good job, man. You needed that. And Saku taking it 3-2 over Jim. That was also a bit of a toss-up. I like Jim a little more for it, but it was definitely kind of 50-50 across the board for everybody, I think.
Funny side note to mention, Ted, Sage, and A2 last week picked all of these matches incorrectly. Went 0-5 in predictions across the board. Just, I don't know how exactly that happened. But, I mean, definitely really well done by Anoyo team. They really needed to pick up a victory. It felt like this was a super important week for them to try to put themselves into contention, and they showed up when it mattered.
Breaking the goose egg. Remind me not to go to you guys for fortune telling.
That's right. I mean, actually, if we're so bad that we get everything wrong, in a way that's accurate because you can just do the reverse of what the fortune is.
True.
Nice. So I'm going to die tomorrow. I'm going to live forever.
All right. Yeah. Also, like Pon just said in chat, Trippy bouncing back up to the 1, Dante down to the 2.
Oh wow.
That's right. Yeah, they might be flip-flopping a lot this season.
I'd say so.
We'll see.
All right, and our final match in the review, Ron.
All right, so Burninator's Young Guns. Tip of the hat to Diamond here. You know, his team finally picks up their first win of the season, and man, this was close. 12-13, the final score here, with Young Guns taking it by a point. And it actually came down to the final match, with Doomsday showing up huge with his first win of the season in a reverse sweep over Silver T Fox Demon. So incredible performance in the clutch for Young Guns. I don't have much to say about getting swept to Dabs other than Dabs is a really good player, and I'm going to try to, you know, hopefully stop the bleeding here in the near future. If I could just pick up one win, that'd be a nice start, but we'll see. Harthy with a 3-0 sweep on Catman. Medusa's beating Diamond 3-1. And Sage almost getting there against Views. Almost had your first win of the season, but maybe it's coming this week. Just gotta be focused.
Oh my god, I was so close. I was so unbelievably close. I won my matches in the other 2 series and lost this one. I was heartbroken, honestly. Like, God, I don't know what to say, man. I'm just not doing too hot right now in Hero.
But
I'm like almost getting there every time.
I was gonna say, yet again, we have another seed swap here.
That's right. Yeah, I just fell out of 550 and out of the top seed, and I think I did call it early, maybe in week 1 or something, that Harthy was eventually going to replace me. I was hoping it wouldn't be this quick, but I think Burninator's is in good hands with Harthy taking over the 1, and maybe that would help with me stop getting swept.
Yeah, you are going to crush it in the 2. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah. All right.
You got it, Ron.
All right. So, anyways, we are at that midpoint of the show. So, I believe Ron has a few words.
Really well in time.
All right, so back to commercial break time. Just want to let all of you out there know, THLers, Hearthstone enthusiasts, the occasional spam bots that we get, please consider subscribing to our channel. This subscription enables the THL team to help cover the various costs of operating our website, as well as improve the quality of our streams and content to our viewers. If you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, you can actually sub to this channel for free. Subscribers will get the THL emoticon as well as the lovely THL chat badge. So hit that heart button and keep the notifications on to make sure you catch our team broadcasting live. We appreciate each and every one of you. Special note to our viewers as well, check out THL's other social media points of interest. Our website at teamhearthlegends.com. Follow us on Twitter at THL_HS. Join us on Discord at Team Hearth Legends. Check out the THL POW podcast for power rankings of all seasons, wherever you find your podcasts. And our very own hardworking main man Saku has been posting all of these videos on our YouTube channel. Just search for Team Hearth Legends on YouTube to catch everything previously recorded. You're, of course, watching us live on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Team Hearth Legends, or possibly on the YouTube channel in the future. And for all you THL fanatics out there, there are THL shows every single day of the week. So if you're stuck inside during these crazy times we're living in, you can't go wrong tuning in for some amazing Hearthstone-related entertainment. Now back to the good part.
Yeah, but seriously, just like you said, but huge shout out to Saku. You know, like, Donde's the one technically in charge of the content, but I don't think content would run at half at what it currently is without him.
It really would not. And he also has these really nice little uniform thumbnails he's putting on all the YouTube videos that gives you everything that's happening with the shows, and that it couldn't be more. He's doing God's work.
Yeah, he really is.
The man. I don't think he sleeps.
Honestly, I don't know how he does. All right,
Really?
Like he timestamps it.
Yeah,
the man
I know.
Timestamps everything. Does he watch everything? Does he skip through it? I want to know. I want to know his process.
I mean, like,
that is incredible.
Like, even if
everything,
even if he's not watching and he's skipping through it, that's still a huge time commitment. So, but yeah, seriously, thank you, Saku. It's, just thank you. All right. Anyways, on to the current week matches. First match we have is the Spies That Flies versus the Booze Cruise.
Oh my god.
Yeah. In the 1 seed, we have Obviously versus Zancat. 2 seed, we have Lotus versus Dr. Bombed. 3 seed, we have Based Inc. versus making his debut this season, Your Monks. In the 4 seed, we have Lemur versus Matty Ebbs. 5 seed, we have Chubbs Peterson's Hand versus Chewbacca.
Oh, Your Mumked is how it's pronounced.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I know this because he was my teammate in Legacy last season.
No, like, it's funny because, like, I know that, but every time I read it incorrectly, and then, like, half a second later, I just, like, kick myself. All right.
I think that might be intended on his part, too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like stupid icicles. Anyways. All right. Yeah, but anyways, for my predictions, 1 seed, I have it going to Zancat. Avi just can't seem to get anything going this season. 2 seed, I have it going to Lotus. 3 seed going to Based. 4 to Matty Ebbs. And 5 to Chubbs. So I'm giving it 3-2 to Spies. Ron?
I went I went a bit different on this one. I took a bold pick because Spies That Flies is just absolutely dominating across the board here, and Booze Cruise hasn't picked up a single win on the season yet. So I might really be forced to eat my words here. But that being said, I'm going with the 5-0 for Spies. I think they can take it across the board and just continue that high-flying season. So down the line, 1 through 5, Spies That Flies pick up a victory.
Damn.
You're cursing them with the 5-0. Oh my goodness.
We'll see if we'll see if the curse is real here. It was for you with Dad Legend. We'll see if I can Spies curse.
Yeah, it like carried over into the next week too. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I don't have the 5-0 picked, but it's kind of close, honestly. I think Zancat, oh man, he is just doing so good this season. He's 3-1, and he just doesn't want to lose. Like, when he drops it, he doesn't drop it easily. And obviously, not doing that hot of a season, I think Zancat takes it in the 1 for sure. The man is just, he sedates me. He's my Xanax, and he's going to take it there. But the rest of the way down on Spies, I think they take it here. Lotus Knight versus Dr. Bomb D. Lotus is going to take it here. He's just killing it. Based, I can't root against my girl. She's 4-0, and your mum kid just coming in. I'm not even sure how good your mum kid is in Hero, but I mean, we'll see next week. Based, I'm picking here. Lemur, as long as he's not against Hockey, I think he'll do great. And Chubbs, he is just absolutely killing it, so I'm picking him as well. So I've got the 4-1 for Spies, with obviously losing. Avi, I love you, man. I really do, but you need to pick it up.
All right, Tweeg?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Mexico here. 5-0 for Spies. I think Avi is gonna pull off the upset because he has to take against me next week, so he has to get some confidence going. So he's obviously gonna win, but get crushed by me. But then Lotus, Base, THL, Chubbs, I think I think it's gonna go 5-0, like what Ron said. That there's just too strong of a team, I think, and they're gonna show it. Booze, they'll have to wait another week before they get a win.
All right, 2 points to mention here. 1, I am totally calling you Mr. Mexico from now on.
I do like the sound of that.
And 2, something I just noticed, obviously, and Lotus Knight are both above 550. I just went on THL, or on the THL website, and did the math, and Lotus is only 23 PR behind Avi right now.
Oh, wow.
So
if Avi loses again,
yeah,
then they're going to switch.
Yeah, so we could see another switch next week.
An Avi in the 2 seed? Are you for real right now?
Yeah, honestly, that's...
Wait, so right after I drop to the 2 seed? Uh-oh.
Oh, man, that's rough.
Good stuff.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have ATL versus License to Illidan. Tweeg, would you like to run us through this one?
If you're talking Tweeg, I can't hear you.
No, I'm taking this one. All right.
Yeah,
well,
go ahead.
All right. I'm going to go with Blue Spartan, Binocular, Shadow, Free, and Shun. I'm going to go with another sweep, like I mentioned in the other one before. Advanced Tactical Lackeys seems like a really, really strong team. Blue Spartan is my man. We talk all the time, and Shun, he still has the pipes, so 5-0.
Damn.
Nice. I like these confident 5-0 picks from Tweeg.
Yeah.
What
really
else would you expect?
It is the hottest takes we've heard all season.
Honestly.
Nice.
All right. Ron, what do you think? Or just Sage, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. All right. So, Blue, I can't pick against them. I know Trippy just moved up into the 1, and he should do well in the 1. But Blue is just going to kill it, I'm sure. That 1 loss was a fluke, I think. So Blue is taking it in the 1. Lars, Donde, you really let me down last week, man. I'm picking Lars here over you. All right? So that's just how it's going to be. In the 3, Shadow Ranger is just annihilating this season. And I beat him last week in Wild. Oof, he was tough, but I got him. But this is Hero we're talking about, and he is going to take it over and fall. And then in the 4, I've got Mako taking it over Pond. I I honestly, I kind of hope I'm wrong here. I hope Pond wins because I want Mako to be focusing on HSA, but I just think Mako is just going to take it here. And then in the 5, I've got Saku taking it over Shunsui. He's just going to send him to the Shadow Realm. What can I say? That's what you got to do to Shunsui. Just send him there. Get that BGH award. All right, you can do it. You can do it, Saku. I believe in you.
Ooh, calling the BGH.
Wow,
I like it.
that's bold.
What's that?
Yeah.
158 difference.
And so that's 3-2
Yeah, I mean,
for
that
ATL.
put him as a real strong contender for BGH, right?
Yeah. All right, Ron, go ahead.
Right. So, I think I might just continue my trend of picking all of Trippy Toad's matches incorrectly here. I almost picked Blue Spartan here, but since Trippy Toad is coming off of a victory over R-Hat, I know Blue Spartan just knocked off Itachi, who was going on full sweeps, but I think Trippy Toad just surprises him this week, and he takes the victory in the 1. I've got Donde taking the win in the 2. Shadow Ranger continues his undefeated season with a close victory over Anfal, I think, this week. I've got Pond taking the win over Mako in the 4, and in the 5, the PR difference might be a little bit too much. I think Shunsui sends another person to the Shadow Realm here and picks up the victory for ATL 3-2.
All right. One thing to mention is that a win from Soccer here would not put him as the current BGH. Current BGH is Jim Filos, who actually beat Shunsui week 1 with a 174 PR gap. He currently holds it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
All right.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, but
Wow,
anyways,
yeah,
my predictions. I have Blue winning it in the 1 because, like you said, it's really hard to choose against Blue. 2, I have Donde. You know, Donde in the 2 is just nutty. 3 seed, I have Shadow Ranger. 4, I have Pawn / Free Hong Kong. And then the 5, I have Shunsui. So that is a 4-1 win for ATL. All right. Next up, we have No Pros here versus the Inoyo team. Sage, would you like to run us through this one?
Oh, it would be my absolute pleasure. NPH versus Inoyo. I've been rooting for Inoyo all season. I'm not going to lie. I really I want to believe in them. It's got R-Hat and the POW dudes. Like, they can get there. Plus, they have Jim and Desharmu. Like, this whole team. Like, how are they 1-3 right now? I don't understand. Anyways, in the 1, I do think Skittles takes it over Desharmu. Desharmu is not having out of a season. I think he's got real life stuff kind of going on that's distracting him a little bit, and Skittles is doing all right. So I think Skittles probably gets there against him. And the 2, Agent Pee-wee versus R-Hat. R-Hat, it's really tough to pick against him. I know he's very statistically minded, and Pee-wee, he did super good last season, but he's not killing it this season like he was last season. So I think R-Hat probably takes it here. In the 3, we've got Posca versus Dano, and Posca is just tearing people apart right now. He's 4-0. It is very difficult to pick him against anybody that has anything less than a perfect record as well. So I'm going with Posca over Dano right here. And in the 4, Disco versus Matt at Arms. This is a little tougher. I really want to root for these POW dudes. I think Matt can bring it home. He got his first win last week. I think he can do it again this week. I think he's going to try to even it up a bit and take it over Disco here. So I've got Matt taking it over Disco. And then in the 5, Electabuzz versus Jim. Now this is a tough one because I don't like rooting against Jim. I think on a good team, Jim can just get there every time. But Electabuzz is killing it a little too good right now. I think I gotta go with Electabuzz here. If I were in the 5, he'd be 3-1. I promise you that. But I'm not. So
Nice.
Here we are. So I'm gonna give it to Inoyo team 3-2.
Right.
Also, poor Dano, winning last week to ruin his perfect season.
Yeah, it's disappointing.
It really is.
You almost had the perfect record, but
Yeah.
Had to get that victory.
Yeah, just come on, Dana. What were you thinking, man? All right.
And what happened with bringing Shaman? I thought he was real proud of his Shaman. He didn't bring it last week, right?
Yeah, well,
Maybe that's why he won.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like there might be a pattern here.
All right. So now you know your perfect season's already ruined, Dano. So maybe don't bring Shaman this week, and you might be able to take down undefeated Pasca. We'll see.
All right, Ron, what are you thinking?
So this match, No Pros here is on an absolute tear. This team is really, really good. What are they, third in the standings right now, I think? And everyone, like across from 1 through 5, is just really strong for their seeds too. I was pretty conflicted on the first match here. My former legacy captain playing against my current pro captain. I got to give it to Desharmo. The PR difference is still pretty big, and Desharmo, when he's locked in, I mean, he can just beat anybody. I really like Anoyo Team's 1-2 punch of Desharmo and Arhat. I think PWE having a little bit of a rocky season to start, 1-3. I think Arhat takes it in the 2 seed. Sorry, Dano, but maybe it doesn't matter if you bring Shaman or not, because Pasca is on fire. 4-0, destroying everybody. I don't think Pasca's streak ends this week. I think he takes it in the 3. Disco is also a pretty incredible player in the 4, and I think he takes the victory over Mad at Arms here. And in the 5, who do we have here? The best win rate player in all of Hero at the moment, Electabuzz. And Jimfalos is no slouch. I could see this being the another contender for BGH, because if Electabuzz doesn't take Jim seriously, that could go the other way. But I think he's just on too much of a tear. I think Electabuzz continues his undefeated streak as well, and NPH picks up the victory 3-2.
Mad at Arms, I would like to kindly ask you to stop suggesting illegal decks in chat. Please, thank you.
What is he suggesting?
He said no storm is Shaman.
Oh man, no! Come on, get out.
All right. Anyways, Tweeg, what do you think of this match?
I know what you're thinking. Another 5-0, but no, not this game. I think Skittles is good for this game. He's a real good player, and so is Desharmo. But I think just No Pros is just on an absolute tear, so I can't see him losing. Ridiculous Hat, I think, is going to be the only win for Anoyo this week. I watch him on chat. He's pretty analytical and he's pretty meticulous. So I can see him beating Pee-wee here. Pasca, as much as I want to say book him, Dano, I just can't see him this week. Pasca is doing too well. Disco is one of my favorite types of music, and he's doing really well. So I can't see him losing to Mad at Arms. And Electabuzz, what can you say? He's the best right now, so No Pros here at 4-1.
All right.
Nice. Also, how did none of us think of Bookem Dano for our Dano wins prediction? Oh man,
Bookem Dano? What? Okay,
it's a Hawaii 5-0 reference.
Oh man, you millennials.
I never told you my age, sir. What are you doing?
That's
doxing
right.
me?
That's right. Sage is a Zoomer.
No.
Oh, Lord.
I'm a millennial.
All right. Guess that just leaves me. I do believe Desharmo, started off the season a bit rough. Got the had to be sub week 1. From there, lost his first 2, but he picked up his first win last week, and I think he's going to continue that momentum and take down Skittles in the 1. And, of course, Arhat in the 2. I mean, there are a lot of people who I would like to say I'm never going to bet against them in the 2. Like, so many that I don't feel like I can say that anymore, because, like we said about the 3, the 2 seed's insanely stacked, but still, Arhat in the 2 is insane no matter what the rest of the field is. So I'm picking him. In the 3, Pasca, how are you about to bet against someone who's 4-0? Disco, again, having a bit of a better season than Mad at Arms, plus 100 PR gap is nothing to laugh at, so I'm going to give it to him. And in the 5, again, best win rate in Hero Series right now. 12-1, 4-0, Electabuzz. He got it. All right.
So that pretty pretty well seals that. Wait, no, I picked on another team, so no, that's not cursing.
No,
Never mind.
easy.
Yeah, you helped NPH dodge the caster curse here.
You're welcome, NPH.
All right. Next up, we have Tampam Surf Slam versus Dad Legend. Ron?
All right, so this one, this is Dad Legend's chance to have a bounce back week, but they got to do it. Their strength of schedule really is not getting any easier here, so maybe they're going to do it in the latter half because this is a rough matchup for them. Tanpam's on a tear, A2 completely on a tear, and as much as I wanted to pick Isocles in certain matchups before, A2 is really impressing me. He's undefeated. He's having a killer season. And at this point, I haven't picked Isocles to win a single game. So I think I'm just going to lean into that for the whole season and say, sorry, buddy, you're losing all of them. Because A2's taking this down. In the 2 seed, I do have Starlax. I think he takes down NHL. Martin Brodeur. I think Starlax is another one of those, how is this guy in the 2 seed? He's insane type of players. I think he gets the 2. In the 3 seed, man, I have a really hard time picking against Yellow Dart. And I understand this is a bit of a rivalry here. There's always some sniping back and forth between JR and Yellow Dart. So, guys, if you're out there listening, can we get this one on stream? That would be fantastic. I would love to see you two go at each other's throats on stream. I think Dart is going to take this one in probably a 5-game series, though. The 4 seed, man, Hockey Boys, unfair to have that guy in the 4 seed. How is he a 360 PR? This guy's like a 550 in Legacy. Oz, I love you, buddy, but I don't know. That is a really steep hill to climb. I think Hockey's going to take this one. And in the 5 seed, I think Dad Legend takes it again here. I think Mike V gets surprised. Never let anyone say that I always pick my captains, because Oz is my captain in Legacy, Mike is my captain in Wild, and I got both of them losing here. I think Hockey and Turd take it for a 4-1 Dad Legend win.
That was the most unbiased pick I think I've ever heard from anybody on this show.
Yeah.
Well done, Ron.
All right. What do you think, Tweeg?
I got to start off with Ron. I said if you keep on picking against your captains, you'll never have a team anymore.
The strategy is that Tweeg is going to be my captain.
Wow.
Yeah, this is going to be another close matchup. A2 is just tearing it up. I think he's going to beat Isocles or Icicles or Icycles, whatever you want to call him. But it's going to be a close matchup. Starlax, I think, will pull out the next game to tie the series up at 1 piece there. But I can't go against Jugger. Jugger is my boy. He's tried and true. He's a good player, and Yellow Dart's a good player too. But yeah, let's get that one on stream. I'm with Ron on that one. Hockey, he's a good player. I'm from Canada, so I can't go against him. And Paul Bunyan, David and Goliath, Turd Herder versus It's Me Mike. I think as much as I want to go with Turd Herder, I think Mike is going to pull it out for the 3-2 Surf Clams victory.
All right.
What'd you call them? Surf's Clam? Is it Surf's Clam?
All right. Anyways, for my picks, I'm going against you guys. I have Isocles taking it in the 1. I mean, again, I feel like this is, could easily go either way. I would love to get this match on stream, but I think he's going to take it down in the 1. 2, I have Starlax. Martin Brodeur has been, definitely getting used to Hero a bit, struggling a bit. I have no doubt he's going to bounce back in the future, but Starlax is an insane player. 3, I'm giving it to JR, just because JR in the 3 is, again, insane. Anytime you have someone has over 400 PR in the 3, that's insane. Though, same for Yellow Dart. These are 400 3 seeds playing. That's just not fair. 4 seed, again, Hockey in the 4. Same thing. And in the 5, I'm giving it to Mike. So that is a 3-2 win for Dad Legend.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
we are all over the place on this one here. I kind of love it. This is this is awesome. It's like 1 through 5. I would love to see every single one of these matches on stream if we could.
Yeah, we all have like different picks here, and mine are a little different as well. I am a full believer of A2. I think he has definitely sold it this season. There is nothing else he needs to sell. He's proved himself. He's going to take it over Isoclus.
Oh, God, that was terrible.
We're going to take A2 over Isoclus. In the 2, honestly, you guys are all rooting for Starlax here. I believe in Starlax. I do. But I think Martin Brodeur is going to bring it home this week. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's doing it. I want to believe in Martin Brodeur. I don't know who in the heck that is or who this guy is, but he is going to turn it around because he's on Tampans and they're about to surf slam Dad Legend. And then in the 3, you know what, Dart? I think JR has got your number, man. He's been pretty good about not tilting this season, apparently, and he's 3-1, and he's going to take it there over you, buddy. In the 4, hockey in the 4 is really freaking absurd. I have to agree there. Giving it to hockey as well. We're going to go ahead and curse him. Hockey, dub the curse. You're winning this week, or probably losing it because you're cursed. And in the 5, I think Mike, it's hard for me to pick against him because he just kept beating me last season, and it really frustrated me. So I think if I see him against somebody that I think I'd beat, then I got to give it to him. Mike is going to take it here every day of the week, and that is a 4-1 Tampans Surf Slam. Or I should say Surf Slam. My bad.
All right. Coming up next, we have F2O Black versus the Burninator.
Sorry, go ahead.
All right. In the 1 seed, we have Itachi versus Harthy. The brand new 1 seed Harthy, that is. In the 2 seed, we have Ox, the brand new 2 seed Ox versus the brand new 2 seed Ron. 3, we have the brand new 3 seed Rebob versus Medusas. 4, we have Chronic versus Sage. And 5, we have Kazargar versus Silver. All right. In the 1 seed, I'm giving it to Itachi over Harthy. Itachi, he's a THL staple and hard to choose against him. 2 seed, I have Ox. Though, sorry, Ron, you're not having the greatest of a season. Though, to be fair, you were a 1 seed, he was a 3 seed, so I could definitely see you taking this down. 3 seed.
I think we're establishing a proud tradition of the casters picking the other casters to lose. I like it.
I think we are as well. On the on the 3 seed, I have Rebob. I think this is his bounce back week. Rebob is way too good of a player to go 0-4. He's also way too good of a player to lose in the 3. In the 4 seed, I'm giving it to Chronic, and 5 seed Kazargar. So that is look at that. 5-0 for F2L Black. How about that? Isn't that funny how that worked out?
The shade.
Yep.
What
a surprise.
All right, Ron, what do you think?
So I always pick my boy Harthy here. I think he's just an unreal good player. And Itachi coming off a loss, I think Itachi's definitely not one to be underrated, but I think Harthy can come up with a big win here for us this week, show that he belongs in the 1 seed and keep it away from me, maybe even for the rest of the season. In the 2 seed, me versus Ox, I've just purposefully lost, I think, so that I could make sure that I play Ox twice this week in both Hero and Pro.
Nice.
Big brand.
It was a calculated plan. I just wanted to get in Ox's head and play him a bunch. So coming for you, Ox. I'm taking this one down. In the 3 seed, we've got Rabobson versus Medusas. Man, Rabobson at 0-4. I just can't imagine a world where he's 0-5. Medusas, please, buddy, prove me wrong. Because I've picked Rabob to win like every game this season, and I'd love to be proven wrong again this week. I think Rabobson takes the win. But man, am I hoping he loses this one. In the 4 seed, Chronic versus Sage. Sorry, buddy. Sage, I don't even know what you're doing this season. But I think
I'm eating a burrito.
I think Chronic's gonna take you down. in your PR management season, so you can get back to Dad Legend. I see what the real plan is. And in the 5 seed here, Kazargar versus Silver. I think Silver gets a bounce back week. He almost had the victory last week and just got reverse swept right at the end here. I think he gets right back on track in a clutch win for us for a 3-2 Burninator's win.
All right, Tweeg, what do you think?
Oh man, I love the name the Burnators. When I was in university, I had an email read by Strong Bad, and it's a very, very fond memory. Yeah, but I don't know. It's going to be a very close matchup. I'm going to have Itachi with the win over Little Herthy. So Ron, you might have a chance to go back up to your first seed, but I can't see Itachi losing this one. Ox is a very strong player, and like you said, with the recent news that he's now on a professional team with T Money and and Gamer RVG. This will be a good way to put a dent in and make a name for himself. So I can't see him losing that. Medusa's, I think Robobson's still going to look for that elusive first win. So that'll make the thing be 2-1. Chronic, sorry Sage, and sorry Ron. I can't. I got to bet against you guys this week. Your opponents are a little bit too strong.
Nice.
All right, and
that's the tradition for sure.
And,
we wouldn't ever discourage you otherwise.
I feel like this is probably unnecessary, but Sage.
All right, hold on. I'm finishing my burrito. All right. Oh man, that was a good burrito. All right, so yeah, F2L versus Burninators. Man, this is a tough pick for me. Like we've got Itachi, who was just back to back sweeps, and then finally losing. But I mean, to Blue Spartan, I don't know, and like Lil Herthy, incredible player. I think he's gonna kill it in the 1, but I think Itachi might actually take it here this week. So I'm gonna give it to Itachi, and then we've got in the 2 Liquid Ox versus Ron. Ron, how do I? In what possible way? In what universe do I ever pick against you? I guess this one right here. Ox is killing me this weekend. In the 3, Rabob is bound. Like he's due. He's overdue. Right? He is like got some library books at his house right now. THL on the cover, and they are overdue to be returned for a W. He is taking it this week over Starkey and Chronic. Yeah, easy to root against myself. Honestly, I'm just not doing it this season. Apparently, Chronic's taking it over me. Silver, God, man, you're doing pretty darn good. But Kazargar, this LHS specialist, like, I don't know what chance you stand against him, man. Like, I think Kazargar takes it here every time. So, what is this? A 5-0 for F2L? Jeez.
Wow.
That is nutty. They're just gonna
with a
kick
full
our butts
heel
this week.
turn.
Wow.
Flipping around from 5-0 Burninators picks to an 0-5. I like your attempt at reverse cursing us, buddy. I hope it pays off.
Yeah, me too.
Ron, if you and Sage lose this week, Tweeg will coach in, so you'll get a win next week.
Nice. Oh, good.
All right. And finally, last match, the Cult versus the Young Guns. Tweeg, go ahead.
All right. Man, just nothing like young people joining a cult, but I think Cult's gonna have a strong showing this week. Heat Shock, he's been tearing it up in Pro League, and he's doing fairly well here in Hero as well. So I can't see him beating Dabs, or I can see him beating Dabs 3-2, probably in a close match. Last Champ, another very, very strong contender. I can't see him losing to Catman, so I think he might take a sweep there 3-0. Sanguine had a real good week last week, and however, I can't bet against Sanguine, so I think Booze might take that. Dooms and Diamond, as much as I love Diamond, I can't. I think the Big Ted is going to pull out the win. So Ted, make me proud. And Quaz versus Doomsday. I think Doomsday is going to pull out the win, and Cult's going to win 4-1.
Oh yeah, Diamond makes a good point in chat. I have extra pressure on me because if he beats me, he will be the current PGH.
Ooh, Diamond.
Get him, Diamond.
Oh, I have some news for you, Diamond. You know what? Let me just go ahead and do mine now. So in the 1, Heat Shock is really good. It's really, really good. Dabs is doing a little better, it looks like, but I think Heat Shock takes it here. I don't know. I believe in the Heat, man. He's got me hot under the collar. We're gonna give it the Heat Shock here. In the 2, Catman, 1950. This 70-year-old man is just not doing it this season. Champ is gonna bring it home for the Colt this week, I think. In the 3, the Blood Princess herself, our Player of the Week. She is just going to drain all the blood from views and really redeem, get revenge for me for what views did to me last week, stealing my first W. And I appreciate that, Saloon. You go ahead and do that for me. In the 4, Diamond, I believe in you, man. Take it over Ted. All right, Ted is just floundering, and I think he's going to keep doing it. In the 5, I'm giving it to Quaz here. I think his no effort style is just a little better than Doomsday's. So let's give it to our boy Quaz. He's gonna get his first W this week. And I'm gonna give it to the Colt 4-1, with Ted being the only loss.
All right, Ron, what do you think?
You're welcome.
All right, so these 2 players are incredible in the 1 seed. Heat Shock versus Dabs. Heat Shock is on such a tear. I'm a bit surprised at the 2-2 in Hero, but I think Heat Shock's going to take it in the 1 this week. In the 2 seed, Catman. I think the 70-year-old man with all the cats is going to take down Last Champ and take the 2 seed victory for Young Guns. I've got Sanguine in the 3. Ted. Man, I really wanted to pick against you, buddy, but I also really want to pick against Diamond. It was so hard for me to decide which one of you to hate on more. And ultimately, I flipped a coin, and Ted won the coin toss. So Ted gets this victory here. And then in the 5, I think Quaz takes it as well to give the Cult a 4-1 victory.
All right. And
love you, Diamond.
Finally, me. I have the 1 seed Heat Shock winning, 2 seed Last Champ winning, 3 seed Sanguine winning, 4 seed I have me winning, and I know exactly what the score is going to be. I'm going to beat you 3-1, Diamond, because you're the king of that. And then 5 seed I have Quaz winning, and wow, funny enough, that's 5-0 Colt.
Oh wow, we all believe in the Colt this week. Wow, it's either 4, like we're all 4-1 and you're 5-0. Did we just curse your team, Ted?
Oh, well,
we just cursed your team. We specifically cursed Heat, Sanguine, and we came close to cursing Ted as well. But
yeah,
I did pick Diamond. So
thanks, Sage.
You're welcome.
Nice.
All right, I believe it's time for an interview.
The moment we've all been waiting for. The interview with the great and mighty Tweeg.
We had some really good questions from the audience this week, I gotta say. Tweeg, are you ready?
Oh, yes. Shoot.
All right. Well, our first question tonight would be, what advice would you have for any new players or captains coming into THL?
So, Tweeg recently found out about THL a few years ago and from a friend, Chigmo, and what you need to do is probably, make friends or talk to someone who you know is in THL, and then log on to the Discord and start talking to people. So Team Earth League is a community, and people are always willing to help. And, if you find someone who's a friend of yours that's in THL, and if all else fails, just befriend Tweeg, and he'll show you the way.
That's good advice. Chigmo is a Canadian as well, is he not?
Oh yeah, he's from my hometown, so it's Sage.
I was about to say, did you know Chigmo personally, like in IRL?
Yeah, he recruited me when I won a tournament here.
Cool. That's awesome. I really miss Chigmo. If you run into him, tell him, give him a hug, please.
I will. I go against Kobe.
Well, our second question of the night, and I went ahead and added this one in because I don't think everybody's aware. But for the uninitiated, where did you get your name from?
Well, if you are initiated or uninitiated, Tweeg is the greatest supervillain of all time from the Monsters and Villains organization from everyone's 80s cartoon show, Teddy Ruxpin.
Nice.
What is that? Teddy Ruxpin?
Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin. He's a stuffed bear, and he's a retro-aged cartoon from the 80s. Look him up, man. It's the greatest show of all time.
Cool.
And Tweeg is the star, of course.
Now, we should get a link to that in the Heroes series Discord after the show.
Oh yeah, I'll provide that. Tweeg even has his own channel on YouTube, so you can find all kinds of clips and know all about Tweeg and Teddy Ruxpin.
Yeah. So, does anybody else want to carry on with the questions here?
So, here we got a question from Typhoon, related actually to the show itself. Do you ever plan on upgrading your cannon with modern technology? Why or why not?
No, old Betsy, as you call her, is just too good. It's irreplaceable. You know, the antique value, and you know what, the Stradivarius violin, priceless. My cannon can't be replaced. It's worth a fortune. Even though it misses the target all the time, who gives a damn?
That's a good answer.
All right. Coming up next from Diamond, he's wondering, Tweeg, are you looking for minions, and where does one apply?
Tweeg, just so if you follow Tweeg, he knows just by if you type a period whether or not you're worthy enough. So yeah, Diamond's worthy enough, and he's one of my minions, and Blue, Spartan, and a few others. So if you're willing to follow the Tweeg train, send me a message. I'll let you know.
Well, I will keep that in mind. I might just be on that. I might just be on board. Tweeg, this one is from A2 Battleship. Tweeg, do you do it for the glory of victory or satisfaction of improvement?
Good question. Tweeg is always up for winning. He always tries to win. He's never lost a game. If he did, he usually has a chick in the oven. He was AFK or he was saving a cat in a tree. So if he loses, it's because of his own fault. And I'll try to improve by maybe not being so selfish and saving those cats. So maybe I'll put more effort into my games.
Excellent answer. And Ridiculous Hat wants to know, why do you talk in the third person?
To confuse people and mix it up. Talking in third person, talking in first person. They're like, who the hell is that? Who said what? Throws them off. I win the game 3-0. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. Awesome.
All right. Just a brand new question from Twitch chat from Meta Arms. Is Tweeg Ranklytics?
Oh my god.
Oh wow! What? The reveal of a lifetime.
Ranklytics.
I think that the question, asking, do you know who Ranklytics is?
Yeah, I do, and I'll keep it a secret.
Oh,
so you know who Ranklytics is, like specifically?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
interesting.
Well, there's a lot of common theories on who Ranklytics might be. I know that I have it on good sources that it's our hat, although he denies it up and down.
I get confused with Banksy all the time.
That's a good comparison.
Nice.
All right, but anyways,
you have this next one.
Oh yeah.
Good question.
Yeah. All right. Next up from CMAC, we have, will your zoo be banned this week?
If Avi is smart, he will. If not, he's gonna get a painful dose of reality. The pain train is coming if he doesn't ban Zoo. If he bans Zoo, he might have a chance.
Speaking of the pain train, I haven't heard the train here lately.
Yeah, I know.
That's I think that just goes to show that our timing must be better this season. Anyways, our next question, Tweeg. What is your opinion on Tweeg? This is a question from Just a Mom, or aka INXT23.
Oh man, reverse psychology. Tweeg is pretty much a lifestyle. He's a villain. He's infamous. He's also friendly. You just get to know Tweeg, and everyone likes Tweeg. And if you hate Tweeg, well, Tweeg will destroy you.
It's good. Well said. We've got a final question here from Murloc Enthusiast. A two-parter, actually. The first one might be a bit easier than the second one, but Tweeg's favorite class and also Tweeg's least favorite class.
So, Zoo by far, Warlock is my favorite class. I hate playing any grindy or control type decks. I'm all about tempo, aggro. It's my bread and butter. So Zoo was the first deck I've learned. I haven't paid a cent for this game. I'm a completely free-to-play player, and Zoo was just very inexpensive and cheap to play, and I feel like I've mastered that class, and my next would probably be Demon Hunter, but my least favorite class is, like everyone else, Priest. Why does it even exist?
Oh, man after my own heart. Awesome. That is an excellent answer.
Oh my god, I love it.
I believe we got one more question here. Someone just someone direct messaged me. Oh, it's me. So are you available? Are you available, Tweeg, to sub in for Last Hero Standing if they need one? Oh, of course, Tweeg. Any team that wants me, I can sub in at any time.
All right, you heard it here first, people.
That was a great last question. I'm really glad that we had time for our last question asker to ask that question.
Yeah, I'm glad for that as well, because otherwise there'd have been no reason to bring Tweeg on. No reason at all.
If we don't get a question for Tweeg from Tweeg, then what are we even fighting for?
Honestly.
Do Big Ted, Sage, or RonMexico have any parting words or questions before we go?
I did, and then you brought that up, and I completely lost it, man. I'm not gonna lie. My memory, after I'm a couple drinks in, it just gets really bad, and I get very squirrely. But if anybody else has one, go ahead.
Okay, Sage, my favorite drink is rum and coke.
Hey, my man.
Oh, a man after my own heart.
My man.
I love you, Tweeg.
He hates Priest. He likes rum and cokes.
Like,
this guy's the best.
Honestly.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing next season in Hero?
Yeah, let's make a Tweeg hero team. We'll call it Tweeg.
All right.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah.
No.
What was the name of the TV show?
Penny Ruxpin, but the organization is MAVO, Monsters and Villains Organization.
All right, then we'll call it. We'll just call it Marvel then. Perfect.
Yeah, that's
easy. Easiest team name ever come up with.
For sure.
All right, but anyways, for upcoming shows this week, tomorrow night we have Heart Center with Dawn Day, Lotus Knight, and 2-Star Mako. Thursday night we have Tavern Talk with Dusharmo, Dano, Travis Chrono, and special guest JR Juggerlaw. And then as always we have Friday night fights with some assortment of myself, Brushy Tuna, Myanodon, Dollar Bills, Silver T, Hawks Demon, and of course as always Saku, the Hall of Famer. Saturday night we have Salty Saturday with Dano and Donde. On Sunday night, we have Sunday Showdown with the same crew as Friday Night Fights. And on Monday, we have the brand new Wild Show, Wild and Out, with Mike V, Martin Brodeur, and Lefty. And, of course, we have not finalized match times yet, so keep looking in the THL Discord to see when matches will be played on the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday shows.
Sweet.
Nice.
Well, with that said, I just want to thank all of our viewers for tuning in tonight. If you're tuning in live, we greatly appreciate you for coming in and chatting with us during the show. We love you very much. If you're watching us on YouTube after the fact, we love you just as much. Honestly, like if you're just coming in to watch us live or after the fact, like it makes no difference to me as long as you're here and you're remaining a part of THL and the Hero series specifically. You are near and dear to my heart. So I've been Sage.
I've been Ted.
I've been RonMexico.
And I'm the one and only Tweeg.
Good night, guys.
Have a good night.
Thank you guys. See ya next week.
Thanks for having me on.